In America, we experience incredible wealth and comforts in comparison to many countries around the world. The culture in which we live surrounds us with ideals of consumerism and materialism, causing many to compare themselves to others and to tighten the grip they hold on their possessions as a result. However, as believers and members of God's kingdom, we know that all we have belongs to God, and that we are invited to share with others in need as He leads.
Hebrews 13:16 says, "Do not neglect to do good and to share what you have, for such sacrifices are pleasing to God." As believers, we are invited to lay down all that we have before God and through prayer and discernment, be led by Him in response to the needs of our brothers and sisters around the world. When we release our grip on our attachments to temporal things, we are able to meet others in their time of need and experience the joy that comes with giving with open hands.
When Typhoon Yolanda hit the Philippines, many people lost their jobs, their homes, and their loved ones. The Salvation Army quickly responded to the needs of the hurting and broken, providing food, shelter, aid, and spiritual support. The generosity of those who gave to the Salvation Army made this emergency assistance possible and provided funding to help rebuild communities and restore hope for the future.
The wind and the rain were so loud. We ran to our neighbor's brick house and huddled together. We were all so scared. We were shaking and praying as the storm grew stronger and stronger. Luckily, we survived. My name is Ira May. I live in a small village in the province of Leyte with my mama, papa, and my 2 sisters. My papa is a laborer in the rice fields. It is really hard work and very muddy. My papa works hard, but some seasons there is no work and he doesn't get paid. After the typhoon, our house was swept away, so my papa built this house using wood and things we found. We don't own this land and will soon have to move so the owners can grow crops. The rice fields and crops were destroyed during the typhoon, leaving many people to go hungry. Many lost their jobs, including my papa. We were very worried. Some people moved to the city to find other jobs, but they are still poor and hungry, living in shanty towns. Then the Salvation Army and other NGOs came, providing aid, food, and shelters. The typhoon nearly destroyed our elementary school, and we couldn't go to school for 6 months. But the Salvation Army promised to rebuild our school, and we were so happy. They first set up temporary classrooms and started on new buildings. After a couple of months, our new school opened. Now we have new buildings for over 100 students from kindergarten to year 6. We have great teachers that really care for us. We love our teacher, Ma'am Ellen. She teaches us mathematics, Filipino, and my favorite, English. Our teachers taught us that our country, the Philippines, is made up of more than 7,000 islands and is always in danger from earthquakes and typhoons. We have great natural resources and good farming land, but it's very vulnerable when there is bad weather. I love going to school to learn and see my friends, but a lot of kids don't have a school like ours. Many other schools were destroyed in the typhoon and have not been rebuilt or are too far for the kids to travel. I try my best at school so I can become a teacher and earn a good wage. Then I will buy a house so we will not have to keep moving and living in muddy fields. I want to change our village for the better.
World Services helps the Salvation Army provide emergency relief when disasters occur and financial resources to rebuild and restore communities. Please pray for those around the world whose lives have been affected by natural disasters.
And as you pray, consider if there are areas of your life that God may be asking you to release so that your hands may be free to reach the world.